teacher. I hope you're doing well at home, staying safe. So, our topic for today is the great staff. Okay? So, we have it that the great staff is a staff which is made up of the treble staff and the bass staff. It is a combination of these two staffs. Okay? So, to get a great staff, you have to combine the treble and the bass staff to get it. So, it consists of 11 lines and 10 spaces. So, we will have to learn how to draw the great staff. So at this point, look at how to draw the great staff. How to draw the great staff. How to draw the great staff. So, to draw the great staff, you want to draw two sets of 5 parallel lines. So we draw 2, 5 parallel lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we keep a little space. Remember to make everything equal in length, okay, and the spaces between the lines should also be equal. So this is a second set of 5 lines. There we are. Okay, so we've succeeded in drawing 2 sets of 5 parallel lines. The next thing to do is to draw a line at the end connecting these 2 staffs. Okay, so we'll connect these 2 staffs together at the end. Next thing also here is connecting it also at the left side. You connect it with a straight line. You connect your staff with a straight line. And to remember to use a ruler when doing this. Okay. So remember we said that the great staff is gotten by combining the treble staff and the bass staff. So we'll first input our clefs so that this empty staff will have a name. So we'll start with the treble clef. Okay, and this is our treble clef. Then we have the bass clef here. Okay, so we've succeeded in connecting these 2 staffs together, the treble and the bass staff. Now this is not the end. We have another thing to do. We put a brace. Okay, this shape I just drew here is called the brace. It connects the treble and the bass staff together. So now we'll have, you said it has 11 lines, so there is always a line in between these 2 staffs. Okay, now this line is called your middle C, so let's make it look imaginary. Okay, now usually you won't see this on the musical sheet, but just have it that we have a line in between these 2 staffs called the middle C. So we said the treble staff is made up of 11 lines and 10 spaces. Okay, 11 lines and 10 spaces. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The lines first. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. Okay, we've seen 11 lines. So the spaces now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this is the space because there's a line on top of it. I have 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, so I told you earlier that the trebles, the great staff consists of a vertical line. This is a vertical line. And it also has what we call a brace. So this is a brace. or bracket. You can say brace or bracket. Okay, so this is our middle C. This is our brace or bracket. We have our vertical line here also. So now the next thing we look at is the letter names of the lines and spaces of the grade staff. So letter names of the lines and spaces of the grade staff. So the next thing we look at is the letter names of the lines and spaces of the grade staff. Letter names of the lines and spaces of the grade staff. So we draw a staff again. Now we have to input letter names. Now we have the first line of the base clef to be G. The second line, so we have the lines. Let's pick out the lines. We have G. The second line we have here is B. The next line we have here is D. Our next line is F. That's the fourth line. The next one is A. Now we have the middle line here, that's a C. We have the next line to be E. The next line is G. We have the next line as B. The next line is D, and the last one there is our F. Okay, so we have them as G being the first, B second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, 10th, and the 11th line. Okay, this is for our lines. Now we have the spaces. The first space we have here is A. Second space is our C. Third space is our E. The fourth one is our G. It's a G. The next one here, remember, this also line, so there's a space in between these two lines, is a B. Next one is a D. Next one is F. Next we have there is a A. The next one is a C, and the last one up there is our E. So we have A as the first, C second, E third, G as the fourth, B as the fifth, D as the sixth, F as the seventh, A as the eighth, C as the 9th, and E as the 10th. So saying knowing the lines and spaces of the grade staff. Okay, that is the line and the spaces of our grade staff. So that is the line and spaces of the letter names of the line of the grade staff. So now take note that the middle C is the name of the middle note of a piano. Now this middle C, the middle line we have here between the two staffs, is the name of the middle note of a piano. Okay, so if you count the notes of the piano from left to right, you will find out that there's one note that divides the piano into two equal halves. So after we go over to the assignment we have here. Now the first one is the grade staff is made up of dash and dash staffs. You tell me what and what makes up the grade staff. What staffs make up the grade staff? Now how many lines are there on the grade staff? You tell me how many lines you have on the grade staff. And then the last one is dash, and dash connects the treble and bass staff together in a grade staff. You tell me what and what connects these two staffs when drawing the grade staff. So at this point we've come to the end of our class for today. Have a nice day for yourself. Bye for now.